Just a few years ago, Chanelle Caldwell was tearing up the track throughout the City League. The former Rogers standout is now one of the leading 800-meter distance runners at Grand Valley State. In a couple weeks, she'll compete in the NCAA Division II championships. But first, she stops by the recap where we go one-on-one. Well, Chanelle, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. Well, let's talk about, you're in your third year up at Grand Valley State now. You ran at Toledo Rogers. How did you get into running?
Well, my dad basically was a coach as well as a runner in the 800 as well. And I started off running road races during like Thanksgiving and stuff like that. So I started off with distance. Then I developed into a mid-distance runner. And now I'm running the 800. So
it's neat to see athletes that start in Toledo and Southeast Michigan and Northwest Ohio and make their way to college. And you made your way to Grand Valley State.
Correct.
And it's been a very great experience for you.
Correct.
You guys just won your 12th GLIAC championship in a row. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's great to be on a team that actually feels like a family. Like most of the people on our team are very, like, we can really relate to them as far as even if they're not in your own event, everyone knows what each person is doing, like from the throws to the pole vault. Everyone's up on their game, so that's good. And
you're an 800-meter champion. When you're running the 800, because that's a mid-distance, twice around. Give me an idea. Is it something where you just start out and you run full, or do you have to kind of pay? Because there are different strategies to running this race.
Yeah.
Some like to get the lead, some like to come on at the end. What's your strategy, and what kind of goes through your mind when you're charting your race?
Well, when I first started off running, I was running around like maybe 240, which is all right. I would sprint all out, so it's really a strategy. You really have to strategize, and you can't kick too early or you may not win it, which sometimes I miss it by doing that. So it's really basically whoever has the best strategy wins the races.
How has the transition been? I know you've been at Grand Valley State for a few years now, but how was the transition from Rogers to college?
Oh, wow. I've grown a lot, especially with me. I didn't even know which major I was going to go into. With now being psychology, I feel like it's taught me a lot as far as being more of a people person. Definitely grew up a lot.
Let's talk about that, because sports psychology.
Yeah,
what turns out of that?
Well, basically, it focuses on how based on how good you are, you can develop into a maybe better or worse athlete. So I'm really interested in that and how basically your psychological aspects affect your performance. So.
Do you use a lot of psychology in your running today?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, a lot of you focus on maybe breathing better, mental imagery. That's very important to see yourself winning the race. A lot of people can't really imagine that. So I feel like that really helps me a lot.
Is there a sports psychologist on staff, on your coaching staff, or is it something?
No, I actually, with my major, taking a class right now in sports psychologist, and he's helped me a lot with his teaching. So yeah.
That's really neat. You talked about growing as a person, going from high school to college, but how have you grown as an athlete? As
an athlete, wow. Well, I've actually. Now I take track way more serious. Since I only have a year left after this, I see now that it's really important for me to maybe go to the next level. Before it was more so maybe just something to do for fun, but now it's serious. I can see that I actually can maybe go to the next level as far as the Olympics, and that's really big to me, so I feel like that's really important.
You get nervous at all during the big events?
I do. Yeah, I still get nervous. It's basically I try to not look at it as more as like a threat, like something that as long as you know that you've done all you can do, that should be the main thing. No matter if you win or lose, as long as you basically leave everything on the track, then that's the main thing. That
you have one more season after this, and then it's on the Olympics, it's on the Olympic trials, or is it, okay, get my degree and then explore? What's next for Chanelle Caldwell?
Wow. Well, I will be able to see by the end of this month to see what's next, because then if I do run an awesome time, then I'll be able to run with the great athletes and see where I end up.
And get to the Olympic trials at least.
Yep.
Well, we wish you luck.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming in tonight, and best of luck, and good luck in your studies too, because I know you're a great student as well.
Thank you.